Hey guys, it's Boa, and welcome to a new episode of BOGA, Wellness with Boa. This week we have the iconic Miss Makayla Couture.
Hi.
How are you, Makayla?
I'm doing really good, slightly out of breath, maybe gonna fart, but I'm good.
Oh my god, well if you do fart, please fart in my mouth. We've been filming already, and we have been having a conversation like well before we actually started the podcast. So I wonder how it's going to be edited, and I wonder how it's going to like make its way into it, because I feel like it's actually going to do that. Okay, so Makayla, so today we are talking about all things you. We're going to talk about transitioning. We're going to talk about the beautiful journey of going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. Is that a right kind of like way to say it?
I guess
fair?
so. I would say so.
Okay.
I feel like I'm more of like, I don't know, like a tadpole turning to like a really sexy frog.
Bitch, I fucking love frogs.
I'm also in green. I think
Yeah.
the green is affecting me.
Once you get into green, there's no going back.
Truly.
I asked you earlier what your favorite color was.
Nothing.
Stupid.
Sorry. I'm sorry. This is just my brain process. Okay. Continue.
You have ADHD, like I've
To
never
the
seen.
5th degree. You have
Bitch.
no idea. Like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Good luck.
Good luck. Oh my god, fuck. I have ADHD too. So I get very all over the place as well. So we're gonna have Connor be our mediator, I think, and maybe Anthony as well. Normally my ADHD gets really, really bad, so we always have somebody kind of.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised no one clocked it when I was like younger, but like it's a huge thing in like communities of color where like parents just like refuse to admit that their children have ADHD. I swear to God, my younger brother has ADHD. I know it for a fact. And my mom will refuse to like put him in any sort of like, you know, like special ed class just so like he can catch up properly because he's doing poorly. And it's like, I remember doing poorly, and just like now knowing all these different things about like being neurodivergent and like having autism, et cetera, it would have been so good to have been told that from like a younger age compared to now, because now I'm just like smoking a lot of weed.
Yeah, wow. Oh my god, bitch. That is so crazy. I started smoking weed after I had my gastric sleeve. I smoked a lot of weed in high school when I wasn't on my medication, but then when I went when I got sober, I got back on ADHD medication, which was a different conversation. But when I had my gastric sleeve, I wasn't a smoker at all, and I didn't smoke weed during like my adulthood at all until I took my kind of food coping mechanism away, and then in turn it really helped with my ADHD. But bitch, I'm what you call a crack whore, and if you give me an inch, I will take 8. Let me tell you, girl. Like, I started smoking like little tiny, like I would smoke a tiny joint, a tiny hit. I'd be holding the wall to go to bed. I'd be fucked.
Literally me too.
Worse.
Now I'm like, oh, I need like 5 hits before I could go to bed.
Yeah, literally, just take a
so
shit.
bad.
I need to smoke it. I just have to smoke a joint. Oh man, I miss it. I should start smoking weed again.
Come back. Come to my place.
Come to your place. Oh, girl. I started getting like the non-government weed.
Really?
Yeah.
Like recently?
No, I quit smoking weed. I had to quit smoking weed at
okay.
like in April, right before DryCon, because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to fucking do DryCon and like not in be stoned the entire time, because but I had like different places that I would get weed from, because the government weed was just not good, and Justin Trudeau doesn't know how to grow weed or roll joints.
There have been a lot of people that have been talking about how much the weed has been like, it really has changed, especially since the legalization here in Canada. So like I don't know what it was before, but from what I've had and like from the people that I get it from, I feel really good. I feel really great.
I'm just really blessed. Oh my god. Bitch, you fucking kill me. I always knew you were so fun and funny, but I think this is the most one-on-one we've actually ever had.
Yeah. I think it's honestly because, again, I can't be in like large groups, and so
Same, bitch.
Girl, you would think as a drag queen that I would want to talk with people.
Hate it.
Please stay away. just back up. Give me like 5 seconds. Give me some air to breathe. I can't speak in like public, but like if it's just like something intimate, you will know way too much about me.
You can't speak in public?
Like kinda. If I'm really prepared, I can do it. And I can probably come off as like okay and confident just because I've done theater. I've done all those things that have like prepped me to be able to mask it all. But I really get jittery. I like feel my legs shaking and then my arms start shaking. It's quite bad.
That's crazy.
I know.
Have you ever tried beta blockers?
What's that?
Beta blockers are, I don't exactly know what they are, but it's like for anxiety, but it doesn't like, it's not like a narcotic. It's not like Xanax or clonazepam or something. It's like, it takes, a lot of performers take it. I don't know if a lot of performers take it, but I think mainly it would be performers, people who have to do public things and get anxiety about that. When I did a Pride event a few years ago, I was really, really worked up about it, and actually a friend gave me one. That friend was a doctor, by the way. No, they're not. And no, literally, and it literally changed it for me. I was like, wow, this has really taken away so much anxiety for me. I feel amazing. Well, like not amazing. I feel normal.
Yeah.
And then I went and talked to my doctor about it because I don't like. I'm weird with medications. Like, bitch, I broke out in shingles last year. Shingles. And my doctor wouldn't even give me pain medication because I'm a crack whore.
Damn.
Yeah, so I had to go to the fucking street, baby.
That's
and get
so
some Tylenol
scary.
3s. Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh my gosh.
But my doctor prescribed me this, so it's like, maybe it's placebo.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll try it out.
Yeah, try it out. Beta blockers. Beta blockers.
Period.
Makes you an
Noted.
alpha opener. Okay, so I want to talk about your transition, your journey, and yeah, basically, let's start with that. Let's can I ask, like, when did you know you were trans?
I feel like there's like multiple times in my life where I knew I was trans. I didn't officially come out as trans until I was maybe 17 or so. But I could remember when I was like in pre-kindergarten, like that's kind of where my first memories really start. In like pre-K, I would tell like my friends and stuff like, oh, like, you know, we should play house, but like, I'm the mom.
I'm the mom.
Like,
I'm giving mother. Okay?
Literally, I'm giving mother, like, I birth you bitches. Like, let's get with the program.
Clean your room.
Right.
Bitch.
And for some reason, they would all come to me and be like, no, like, that's not possible. Like, you can't do that. And I'm like, what do you mean? That makes no sense. Like, I'm literally a mother. Like, I don't get what you mean.
Sis, it's giving mother. Do you not see?
Exactly. And they did, I don't know, they didn't see that for my fantasy. But I think that was like one of the moments where it was like I felt my womanhood, or I felt closer to womanhood, and everyone else was kind of telling me like that's not a thing. But I, at the same time, didn't even know what it meant to be trans. So the whole time I kind of thought everyone had the exact same things down there. We just all looked different. You know what I mean? Like, the girls had longer hair, the boys had shorter hair, but I didn't see it as girls and boys. I just seen it as like human beings existing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like that's kind of when I first knew.
Interesting. I have a normal average 11-inch penis down there. Just so you know.
Don't all women?
Yes. Only the best women.
That's kind of how I see myself now. Like,
Work
I wouldn't
bitch.
get bottom surgery because it's like, why would I do that when I'm like, I see myself, okay, oh my God, and this is gonna kind of like overlap into my drag. I see myself as like a goddess. Like, I'm not human, but I'm not other. I'm just like this in between that like represents both masculine and feminine energies, and it's been put into this like vessel that I am. And I think that's so hot.
I think a lot of people would agree with you on that. You know what I mean? Like, that's amazing that you can have that vision, and you can be so blessed in that vision, and like, and be so, what's the word? So not proud, but picked up
I would
uplifted from it because
Yeah.
you are a fucking goddess, bitch.
Thank
Like
you.
I remember the first time I met you was at Playdate in the back room.
talk about this a lot.
And do you remember what I said to you?
You came up to me a little after and you were like, oh, I thought you were like just a woman.
Yeah, I know. And I bitch. I know. I've never told you that. But I was like, I wonder if she remembers that because I remember that.
do.
And like, I think about that sometimes, like late at night. I'm like, oh, fuck. Remember when I said that? And you were like, thanks. I was like, you're welcome.
I really do take it like as a compliment just because like to a degree, I feel like my transness is a little bit nestled into passing. And I know that like not every trans person needs to pass, but for me and how I grew up in the places and communities that I grew up in, it was like I had to pass. So like knowing that someone else seen me like that without taking hormones, like that was pre everything. Yeah, like I
You're
didn't
about to piss some bitches off right now.
So honestly, it was a real like. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I
BOGA,
was so
the dancing
happy.
diva from season 1 of Canada's Drag Race said this to me. Yeah. But legit, I thought you were just like one of the burlesque girls or something. That like, because I've worked
Yes.
among burlesque girls and they were always done up so beautifully and everything. And you had that big fucking hat and it was like a white dress. You had.
Yeah, I remember it.
Oh my god! Oh, you look
Thank
so
you.
good. You're welcome. Thank you.
That whole day was like honestly for me it was such a fever dream because that was my first ever drag performance in an actual drag space because I had just turned I had just turned 19 the week before that.
Wow.
And the week before that, I had just filmed the makeover episode
Of Canada's Drag Race.
Yeah. It was a fun summer.
Bitch, literally. No, seriously. And it's crazy how, wow, it's really crazy how, like, when things start going and things start snowballing and the gears start turning, it's like one after
Yes.
the other. And how your life is probably a lot quicker now in the sense of heightened opportunities and things going on than you could even imagine. Because even a few years ago, even now, there are queens who have been doing drag a million times longer than you and don't have any of that.
Oh, definitely. And I don't mean that in a shady way. I
do. No, I just joke.
As you should.
But I mean, I'm trying to say, like, I mean, it's really cool because you're experiencing drag in a different way, and you like, I just see somebody like you, and you have such a fucking bright future ahead of you, and you have such a great head on your shoulders, and you seem to, like you were saying earlier, you're working on different things, and that's fucking amazing. And I can't wait to see what's next and what is to come, like from you and with you, and the amazing things you're gonna do.
You're like buttering me up right now. Thank you.
Because I'm gonna cook you and eat you, bitch.
Thanks. Yeah, there's a lot of talent in this skin.
Bitch, yes! I love that. Oh my god.
I will say it has taken me a long time to be able to like speak the way I do because like I grew up around people who are the type of people that don't like hearing you talk about yourself. And like because I'm so quiet out of drag, when I get in drag and I have these moments to be like, yeah, like I am that girl. Like it does feel really fucking good because I've been through so much, I've done so much. And despite me being young, I feel like I personally have always believed that there is no age limit to experience different things. Life just happens. So there are things that I might have experienced that you might have not, and there might have been things that you have gone through that I definitely probably have not gone through. And that's just the human existence.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
And
Come on,
it's
philosophy.
Bitch, literally. And it's so crazy to think that we're all on our own paths and our own journeys and doing so many different things at different times. And it's just like, I think like, I was talking to my sister and I was, what did she say? I cannot think today. I was like, I was just like, because as performers, we get down on ourselves sometimes, especially as, in the entertainment industry, we have high peaks and low valleys, and it's it gets really disheartening sometimes, but I was talking to my sister about it, and she was saying, well, don't worry, because in the end it's all going to work out, and if it doesn't work out, it's not the end.
Exactly.
And it really like put things into perspective for me, and everything will be okay no matter what. I think as long as you're a good person and you're making good choices and you're not hurting anybody and you're staying true to yourself, that the gears are turning and you're in a machine, and it's hopefully you're doing the right things, and if so, then the right things are going to happen.
Exactly. I honestly, I kind of believe that you also have to really go through shit just to be able to make it to the places you would like to be in. Like, I don't think that had I not gone through all the things that I experienced when I was younger, I would be able to have the confidence and the backbone to survive, you know, drag entertainment now. Like, I work with people who are sometimes double my age, and those people are not always going to be the nicest. And so I feel like everything I have been through have just been like the test to get me ready to be in this position that I'm in now.
Absolutely. And the thing is, though, is those people that are double your age that aren't the nicest, they're going to be triple your age. Is that how math works? If somebody's double your age now and they triple your age later, they're the same thing. And it's, you know, what's crazy is I was really raised on like my mom is a teacher. She works with developmentally disabled children. Okay. And she's just so like such a fucking sweet person, and is always like against bullying, and like she's fucking great. I love my mom. I love you, Mom. And but she's very kind, and I'm not the nicest person. I am pretty nice, but like I like to make fun of people, so you know. I like to be a fucking asshole sometimes, which I get from my father.
Duality.
Yeah, like I'm a smart ass, but like I don't know, I just find like I could never bully people or be horrible to people. And people, when I was bigger, people like even other queens in change rooms would be fucking horrible to me. It was like they would just read me to filth for how fat I was, and it was normal for me at the time, and it was just crazy that these people would say things like that to me. And like,
you would think that like people, as queer people, like most of us at some point have experienced some sort of experience of bullying based off of, you know, who we are as people. And you would think that they would be the first people to not do those things, but that's just not the reality. And that was like a huge pill I had to swallow. Yeah. Like, there are just really fucking like evil and jealous people in life, and you just have to make sure you're watching your circle and making sure that you have the right people to remind you of who you are. And I think that I've created a perfect little bubble for myself where I don't feel like I need to go out every, you know, weekend just to feel like I'm loved and supported. I don't have to make all the tips at the shows to make me feel like, you know, these people care. It's like I have my people that I know care for me, therefore I don't need to look for it anywhere else.
And you seem like you have it like within yourself as well, which is really important. Like you, oh, I'm sorry, I farted. you And I just want to say before we take a break that like that is so important to have those foundations, because also as queer people, so I was in a psychiatrist appointment the other day. They took me back after I ghosted them from the last appointment. So, you know, this smelled real good. And they were saying after an hour and a half talk, I said something, and that was the breakthrough. And what I said was something nice about myself that came from within. I'm very good. I'm very resilient. I'm very this. And a lot of my wording throughout the entire thing was, oh, other people and that person doesn't do this, like doesn't see me this way. And it's like outside factors. And it's really hard, especially as performers, queer people. We have a lot of people and outside things that determine our worth. And especially as drag queens, and like it's crazy because like it's almost like we're meat sometimes, and like we're priced as is and at face value, and that can really fuck with your head and everything. And like so when you're told no, or you're not making the tips, or people make fun of you, it's like, wow, I'm shitty. I don't deserve.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
but
it's
you have to look into yourself and remember who you are.
exactly. And the thing is some people, bitch, we're getting deep here. Some people have demons, and they're not able to look in with themselves, and they're not able to not put their phone down, or not go to a bar, or not play video games for 5 minutes after the sun goes down, to kind of reflect on themselves, because they bully you, and they're not the nicest people.
They just have broken hearts.
Broken hearts.
One day it'll be fixed, and they'll understand
Yeah,
that.
when they're dead. I'm just joking.
That.
But like, does that make sense though, or am I just fucking crazy?
Absolutely. No, that's like spot on.
Fucking wellness, bitch. I'm gonna be the next Dr. Phil. And next week, straight out of prison, we have Miss Gypsy Rose. Let's take a break. Let's talk. I kind of want to go back to being a young trans person, and because there's a lot of idiots out there saying that like kids can't know that they're trans, and they're too young to kind of know anything about that. When I knew I was gay in like grade 1, like I was very, very young. A lot of my gay friends knew the exact same thing. And straight kids know they're straight when they're really young. So why can't queer people know that they're queer when they're young?
I honestly believe that straight people actually don't even know that they're straight. I think that they just they believe that they're supposed to be straight, so then they just take that up.
Yeah.
But with queer people, I think that like specifically because like words like gay, lesbian, and bi are such common words that of like when you think of the queer community, the first thing you're thinking of is like a gay man. So a lot of people know what that is. So you're gonna pick up on that right away. When I was younger, I didn't know that I was trans solely based off of the fact that I didn't even know that was a word. So once I actually had that vocabulary with me, I was like, oh, interesting.
Wow. And so now things are so much more accessible to young people, and conversations are happening, and it's really enlightening for young people, and it's really helping them kind of figure out who they are and not feel so isolated at such a young age. And why is that good? Like, you know what I mean? Like literally, like now, like why is it good that we have these resources for people that are younger?
It's amazing. It's amazing because now we're able to actually know what's going on with us. You know, it's the same thing as like when I was talking about not knowing about my ADHD. Once you have that vocabulary with you, and once you understand like what these words mean, you can connect to it in a way where you can pinpoint exactly what you're feeling and say, this is it. And then you can communicate that to other people. My mom didn't understand why I wanted to wear crop tops and why I wanted to, always be fucking twirling my ass off during every family get together. Mm. But that kind of was rooted in my transness and my ability to just feel.
She thought you were just watching one too many J-Lo videos, bitch, literally.
She really, no, dead ass. My mom used to tell me that, like, she thought that I was just going to become, like, she knew I was going to become famous in some way. She thought I was just going to become, like, a backup dancer for someone or something.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I mean, it's great that she thought that of me. But I mean, like, I'm the lead now.
Yeah, literally. Now you have backup dancers.
Exactly.
And I just think it's, like, really great that I actually say this a lot, that we live in a really great time for media, social media, mm-hmm. and to grow up in this day and age, because like art aside, there's so much representation, and they know, like, the kids are all right. They know before they only had the fucking Bible to look at.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's like, now it's like, bitch, literally, like we talked about this we talk about this with Shelby. And now they just open TikTok, and it's like, oh, that's what that is, and that's what that is, and that's what that is, and that's how I feel.
Exactly.
And it's like, you know what? 100 years from now, if fucking the world is still around, like, these conversations won't even be happening anymore, or they will be, and they'll be like, could you believe that people didn't know what this was? And
It'll
this
be
was
taboo. It'll be so taboo, which I feel like I kind of really want it to get taboo because I'm so tired of having to like explain my transness, or like I'm tired of like having the same conversations over and over again that kind of just feel like I'm talking to the public, but in a way I feel like I'm just talking to a wall. Like things just feel like they kind of stay stagnant. You know what I mean?
because people don't care enough, and
I would say people are just scared.
that's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like people are so terrified. I mean, and that's also just based off of like what we were given. Like I was terrified to come out as trans because my only connection to what trans was watching like Jerry Springer. Like whenever they would bring out, you know, the trans girl and then she would refer to herself as a man, it was like, I don't want to come out as trans and then have to refer to myself as a man because that's not how I see myself.
Yeah, they're made up to be like fucking clowns on TV.
Exactly. And I don't want to be a clown. Like I knew exactly what I wanted in life. And it's actually so crazy because I used to say this when I was younger. I grew up in the church. Like my mom was the daughter of a pastor. So I was like, I was the face of the church. I was the family who had to, you know, put on the show for everyone.
Yeah.
And I used to sit in the church and think about like what my future would be. And I literally would say like, I'm going to like live my life as like a straight man, have children and everything. And then when my life feels like it's like over or that nobody cared, that's when I would do all the things that I ever dreamed of doing. And like, that's so sad to think of like, someone who's like 7 or 8 years old planning out this like very depressing life only to want to live out their dreams towards the end of it. We only live one life, so why not live it the way you see fit from the get-go?
And it's crazy because you see people like if you watched American Horror Story season 5.
No, I haven't, not yet.
Okay, so the hotel season.
Oh my god, wait, actually I'm on episode 1.
Okay, work. Great. Did you just start that now?
I literally started it like last week.
Crazy. Okay, so there is a character in there. They have a moment about the transition and everything, and it's a straight man who has kids and goes away to their business vacation and ends up transitioning in the season. And it's crazy because this is like, for some people, a fantasy, and it's like they can't live their truth. They have to hide away, and hopefully once their family's dead or whatever, they get away, then they can actually live it.
Yeah.
So it's really special that we as young people, like I am only 17 too, so like I can see my young peers. I can see my young peers live their truth, and even seeing our trans elders like Makayla Couture or Eve 6000 live their truth, it's nice that they're able to do that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even know. I think Kimmy actually came out as trans when she was like quite young.
I actually think that's true. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So from what I know, I'm pretty sure this is like already like something that most people know. But Kimmy was trans from like the get-go. She's been that girl when she was back home in her country. But when she had to move here to Canada, obviously the way she was living wasn't matching up with the ID that she had, so she had to come off of everything. Yeah, and like her family basically forced her to be the typical straight person that she didn't want to be. Yeah, which is why she became really infatuated with like games, which also then turned into like figuring out different things about like cars and boats and planes. Like she's very knowledgeable.
Really?
Yeah, she knows. Kimmy is so smart. She's like one of my favorite people. She's knows really so cool. Much. She's a really cool girl.
She's a real one, bitch.
Yeah,
like, she's seen some shit, and I've always said that about her. I remember I saw her at the rec room, and this is literally a shitty story, but I just, from her season, I was really happy to see her and meet her finally after watching her on TV, other than the Playboy channel. And, and I was like, just so gagged to meet her and be like, girl, you are a real one, because you can really see like who's been through some shit and who is a solid person. And she definitely seems like that. And that is so crazy that she's so knowledgeable about all that stuff.
Yeah, it's insane. Like I kind of get it in a sense where it's like you go through so much and so then you start to like hyper focus on certain things to get away from all the craziness. I feel like that for me was like dancing and acting and all that. It was like that's how I escaped everything else happening.
That kind of happened with me too with drag after, because like after I got sober, I found a new passion for drag, but it may have also been a way to escape. Mm-hmm. Wow. And then also with me with working out, like my therapist says I like to busy myself, but because I really enjoy working out, but it's like some days I do it just to like get out and busy myself and, you know, not have to think about.
Are you a workout queen?
Mama, I'm a fucking workout queen.
Come on, muscle.
Oh, it's like it's not there yet, but well, feel my chest. Wait, feel my chest though.
Okay, chest.
Yeah, she's solid.
Okay.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my god. I don't think I have
Can I
the
feel
same.
your chest?
Yeah, come on.
Perfect. Damn, those are some nice titties. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
When you were younger, were there any celebrities, media people, any kind of figures that you looked up to that really made you inspired and made you feel at home with almost?
As far as like trans,
It doesn't have to be trans. It can
just
be,
in general.
Yeah, in general.
Honestly, that's a good question. I feel like I really had a moment where I was like obsessed with Zendaya. Like I think I like really wanted to be her at one point. Like just like how she carries herself and like even her, because I grew up watching like Disney Channel and all that, especially like, you know, the latest bit of it, watching Zendaya go from Disney Channel to like the person she is now, I grew with her in a sense because I watched every last bit of her growth in working.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really crazy.
I know, she's like an icon, and RuPaul loves her.
Does she?
Yeah.
Has she been on Drag Race yet?
No, but it's been circulating on Twitter. The reason why the Shake It Up theme song was a lip sync song in one of the seasons is because RuPaul fell in love with watching Shake It Up.
Did I read? Wait, I thought that was just some crazy shit that I read because they were on the same lot, right?
I think it was because they were filming somewhere and the only thing on the hotel TV was like a few channels and like Disney Channel was like one of them and Shake It Up was just something that was on at that time. And that's when he fell in love with Zendaya.
And she tweeted, there was like a tweet thread about it.
Yeah.
I swear there was something where they filmed near each other though, and RuPaul has like gone on their set and like
Possibly.
shook it up a little bit.
Possibly.
That's fucking
I wouldn't be
crazy.
surprised if that was true.
I think growing up for me is like seeing like Madison Beer on TV and stuff, and like, I'm just joking. No,
I would.
I was always weird. Like horror and weird things are cool now, but I remember like I'm a huge horror fan, and I remember like all the kids had their G.I. Joes and their Bionicle. Actually, I liked Bionicle, but like their Legos and shit. I had Chucky dolls and Living Dead dolls, and I loved Jennifer Tilly like as the bride of Chucky.
Oh my god, me too.
Like she was my fucking queen, bitch. Like she still is my queen, and like I just always thought she was the coolest. And any kind of horror figure like Elvira, I had the Elvira movie on VHS, and I remember I made a doll of her when I was a little kid.
Don't hate me, but I've actually never watched Elvira. I live for her as like the icon that she is based off of like what I know, but I've never seen it, and I want to.
She won a Razzie for it, so
Dead ass?
Yeah, dead ass. She won a Razzie for her movie, so
Oh my god.
So I mean, like, it's not the best like hard hitting film in this cinematography universe, but
I mean, but it's like iconic for like one for its time, but also just like as it is. Like sometimes movies don't need to be compared to other movies.
Right?
Literally. Yeah. I'm a big horror fan, but only because my older siblings would like force me to watch them with them. And that's kind of how I got into like watching Final Destination. What was the other one that he loved fucking watching with me?
Saw? How's
Yes.
it going? Yeah, my dad took me to see Saw.
Did you see the new Saw?
I saw the new Saw.
I loved it.
In fucking theaters, yeah. VIP, bitch. And I made sure to get VIP because I didn't want people to talk during it.
True. I should start doing that.
Yeah, good idea.
I like going to the movies.
I love going to the movies.
That's my safe haven.
We should do that. We should go see horror movies
Please,
together,
let's
literally.
do it.
Okay, one time, another friend, sometimes I can't go to the movies with certain friends because we don't watch the same movies. So like I'll go with Connor to see horror movies or like Seth, but like that's pretty much it. So a new horror movie
I watch
friend,
like everything.
Yeah.
I literally watch everything. I will go to the movies solely just to sleep. Like I just like the movie theaters.
Sweet. That's fun.
I'm so serious. And when I was in high school, because I was like broke, I used to go specifically on the Toonie Tuesdays and get like the really cheap movie tickets with my best friend, who turned into my enemy. So yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah,
What's her name?
Actually, yeah, I could totally throw. Her name was Kaylee.
Kaylee?
Yes, and we're using
Sounds like
was.
a bitch. Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to
It
talk?
was so weird because we were like besties.
Yeah.
But okay, this is perfect because it wraps back into what we were talking about. She was just like, she was an amazing friend, but she was the kind of friend who didn't want to see you doing better than them. And also because I was queer and I didn't identify as trans around them at the time, whenever I would like go out and have my hair done or anything, if a boy was like talking to me, she would like either say that I'm a trans or like try to clock me in some way, be like, oh, her hair is fake, da da da. Yeah. Which is like that is why I like specifically can't trust people. Like it really did. That's kind of where it all started. Yeah. Right. Fuck her.
Relationships are weird. Very, very weird. Yeah. And growing through that kind of trauma is really, really weird as well. So
yeah.
But look at you now. Like,
I mean,
look,
yeah,
amazing.
exactly. Look at me now.
Well,
I don't know
you,
where
Kaylee.
she is, but she's probably not doing well.
She's in hell.
Exactly, where she belongs.
Okay, Makayla.
Okay, Boa.
I wanna find out what are things that you do to like keep yourself well and in shape mentally, physically, and just all together, because this is a series about wellness and different forms of wellness with tons of different people. So I want to know what you enjoy doing when you're feeling like shit, or to prevent you from feeling like shit.
There's a mixture of things. I don't think I actively do things to like not make me feel like shit. I think it's just things that I picked up over time that I implemented day to day that feel a bit more natural to me. Like, for example, really trying not to talk down on myself. And if I do, if I go like, oh my God, you're a fucking idiot, I'll go like, actually, no, bitch. No, you're not. You're Makayla motherfucking Couture. Like, you're good.
Yeah.
You know, I try to just like remind myself that like, no matter what's going on, I'm always okay. Like, everything's going to be fine. You know what I mean? And so like reminding myself that I'm gorgeous, that like we're on the right path, and that like we'll figure things out and things will be fine. And especially having the right people around you, which I feel like I've mentioned so much already, but like I think it's so important. Having the right people around you can really affect how you see yourself and how others see yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Because when you have a good team, a good group of people around you that are lifting you up and making you feel right, then you obviously in turn will naturally feel right. And if you don't, you feel like shit all the time, and then that just projects onto the world. Like, that's
exactly.
If you're not walking with your head high and a smile, and a smile that you hopefully aren't faking, then that's what you project, and people get that, people hear that, people can read that. So that is really important to have those kind of people around you.
I kind of like what you said just there, just because like that's another thing I do, making sure that I allow myself to just feel and not telling myself like just be okay. Like I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I'm not okay.
Honey,
and that's totally fine.
it is ochre not to be ochre.
Thank you. Hello.
Let me tell you
Hello.
Seriously.
But truly, like it really is ochre to not be ochre.
It is ochre to not be ochre. We've been fucking this saying up the entire time. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody else could do it.
Oh,
it's
damn.
like a nightmare.
Thank you.
Should we do it one more time?
I should honestly be like every single time it pops up, it should just be my voice.
Yeah.
But you did it so well.
Oh yeah. The guests aren't doing it well. I'm doing it fucking great. You fucking idiot. No, I'm just joking. Jesus. Okay, well, thank you so much, Makayla Couture. No. One more time. Remember, guys, it is ochre not to be ochre.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Do you do mental health walks? Do you do any?
I just do the things that make me happy. I stopped forcing myself to go on walks just because it felt more like a task than it was just like a thing for me to do.
Yeah.
So I know that like, yes, I need to go and get my sun. But if I don't get the sun for like the day, that's totally fine. I try not to beat myself up about it. If I'm having a good time, if I'm listening to good music, if I'm watching a good movie, anything that makes me happy, that's all I need. That's that's kind of how I kind of like take care of myself.
Music is so important, literally.
Very, very.
If you're listening to good music, do you read?
I've been trying to actually get back into it. I used to do a lot of it when I was in high school. I was like a big Hunger Games fan. And so to reignite my reading love, I'm going to reread the entire Hunger Games like book series. And then hopefully that will like make me want to start reading again.
Fucking sick. I really like audiobooks. Audiobooks have really like, because I haven't been a big reader, but I like being read too.
I like that. No, I like that too. Because I also really enjoy podcasts. I really enjoy I enjoy video or audio essays. That's my favorite thing. I love that. Having someone talk about like a specific topic and just go on and on and on. I love that.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I will watch a video essay about anything. I've watched video essays about like rap music. I love like hearing about like rap and R&B just because like that's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
So like there's this one YouTuber named Khadija. I forget what her last name is, but she just does such an amazing video essays on like beauty, on like womanhood, on like, you know, disabilities, etc. Like she just picks a topic and she has like a 40-minute video essay on it, and it like makes it very engaging as well.
I need to look into like video essays.
Yes, do it. It's so good.
You could probably there's probably podcasts out there. I know BOGA isn't the only podcast in the world, though it is the best. I'm sure there's podcasts out there that do that rather than just storytelling and just talking back and forth. I'm definitely gonna look into that. Kind does a lot of kind of informative work like that too.
Yeah. Kind has really informative content, but makes it engaging in a way where like anyone could really pick up on it. And I think video essays need to be able to like span to everyone, where it's like there's information given to you, and while that's the information that you got, it also allows you to want to go look deeper.
Wow. I love that. I'm gonna start looking into that stuff. What do I want to learn? I'm gonna get my yoga certification.
Ooh.
Yeah, legit.
I actually have been thinking of getting I really want to become like a teacher of some sort.
Nice.
Yeah.
Teach the children?
I want children one day.
I said teach the children.
Oh.
You teach the children?
And I also made that really disgusting. I didn't mean to.
I want children.
I don't know why I did that, but I would love children.
Yeah.
And I would love to teach the children. Yeah. I actually thought I was going to become a teacher at one point.
Cute. I could see you as a teacher.
Right? I feel like it'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh my God. Literally.
Miss Frizzle. The black Miss Frizzle.
The black Miss Frizzle. Miss fucking Frazzled. Like, you're so all over the place. I love it. But so is she. I think that was the whole character of Miss Frizzle.
Honestly, all my favorite teachers were kind of like probably had autism to some degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Those are always my favorites.
They all like their smile faces, their little weird. You know what I mean? Like they always like their one thing. Like I had a teacher that loved sunflowers. Her name was Miss Marinovich, and she was really really cool. I loved her so much.
Oh my God. One of my first ever like favorite teacher, she's actually the one that got me into performing, kind of, sort of. She gave me like my first big number on stage.
Nice.
And like her name was Miss Elau, and she was so sweet. She had like 2 cute little daughters that she would bring to our class every once in a while. And like I am mother, so I mothered them all throughout like grade 3 and 4.
Makayla, stop breastfeeding my children.
That's kind of horrid.
I know. Breastfeeding someone else's child, Jesus.
Imagine.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I had a lot of teachers that I really liked that would really like their certain things. Makes a lot of sense. Wow. Bitch. This is crazy. You're just opening realizations and unlocking core memories for me.
What can I say? I'm a baby genius.
I'm a baby genius. Okay, so you were on Drag Race. Tell me about that. Tell me about your experience with Canada's Drag Race.
I honestly had an amazing experience on Canada's Drag Race. It was, to this day, that was my first ever TV experience.
Yeah.
Obviously now I've done background stuff. I've done other competitions. I've done so many different things. But like, the way they took care of me on Drag Race was probably like one of my favorite experiences. It's actually kind of like stupid how it all happened, because it probably wouldn't have happened if I didn't apply to this really random application that popped up in my email. It was just like, hey, looking for like teenagers for like a segment in a show. And I thought during the time it was Pride here in Toronto, so I thought it was like a CP24 news segment. And I didn't find out until I got onto the Zoom with I forget his name, but I'm assuming it was like one of the casting producers. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was really weird.
You know what? Like really, like I've said this before, but like, because there's a constant like theme where Drag Race, I hate that, and horrible experiences. But no, like I was really like taken care of. Like I had a lot of mental health issues around my Drag Race experience, but it was only before and then after. When I was there, I had the best time. I was fed properly. I was made sure that I had everything I need, medications. I was like, literally, they were like, Boa, if you ever need to go to an AA meeting, we will take you to an AA meeting, like from set. Like, and they really made sure that everything for me was good and that I was taken care of. And I really am grateful for that.
I honestly, it's truly based off of just like how you make out the experience to be, because while they have a hand in, you know, how it will look in the end, you have to know that you're having fun and having a great time for yourself to make it a true, like, fun, genuine experience for yourself.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Seriously. I mean, like, our experiences were different because, like, I was a competitor, and I'm sure you're gonna be fucking on Drag Race or on some form of something again soon, but like it was fun, but it was a lot. It was like very taxing. Like the human brain wasn't made to be on reality television, a reality television competition. But still, that being said, I was given all the tools I needed, and the team now is great, but the team that I did my season, like, we had a very, I want to say, family dynamic. It seemed like I really felt like so close to everybody, and I'm very grateful for my experience and my opportunities that I was given because of that. So tell me about the other competition you were on.
Call Me Mother.
Yes,
it
Call Me Mother.
was honestly okay. At first, my experience, like how I would describe my experience to everyone, was like it was trash. I hated it. Solely because there were a lot of the things said, like, off camera that were promised, or like, my God, I guess we're really going to get into it. But I personally felt like I'm someone who, if I'm doing something wrong, I need to know like what it is exactly you expect from me to do better. And so I would get those critiques from like judges and whatnot, and then try to, implement them and work on them. But every week is something new. So like you have to find a way to implement that critique, but also find a way to expand in new ways because there's a new challenge coming your way. And I personally felt like while Peppermint was amazing, she was amazing while the cameras were rolling. But once the cameras were off, it was kind of, she's a businesswoman.
Distant?
Can I say that? Okay. She's a businesswoman. So she has, things to do, but the competition is so focused on learning from these people. Like, I don't believe that Call Me Mother should be a competition in any way, just because it's so focused on learning, but then they kind of didn't really teach me anything in the end. Like, I left just feeling like a sore loser. That's how I felt. I knew from like maybe episode 3 that I wasn't gonna win the show, and I was okay with it by that point, but it was just like, what did I gain from this? Like, why would you tell drag artists, especially queer artists, like, we want you to come so that you can learn new things about your drag, as well as use those things to compete to, make it towards the end. Like, who's actually implementing the things that we're teaching you? We didn't learn anything. So we're only implementing the things that we know based off of what we've experienced outside of the competition. So everything that I'm throwing at them is like things that I already know, but that wasn't good enough for them. And that's okay. It's good enough for someone else. And that's what's important.
Yeah, it's actually crazy you say that, because like people think that, I guess, any competitive reality TV show with trajectories and stuff, it makes it seem like people, maybe they do, like, but like it makes it seem like people grow and learn things throughout the competition and change things, and it's like, no, it's like we bring all of our fucking runways, and like we prepare beforehand and we do the competition, and it's like, it's not like in this certain amount of time that we really grow and stuff. Which I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to say that we don't, because I'm sure we do. Like, I definitely grew and I learned some.
I think you're supposed to grow as a person, and for sure grow as an artist. I just think that for Call Me Mother in particular, it's so focused on trying to be almost like a learning program, that like, I don't know, to a degree they almost like forgot to actually teach us anything. Wow. Because I left I definitely learned more about myself and how I react to different things. And that's amazing, that's great. But then leaving and feeling like I was an awful drag artist was not something I signed up for. And that was just based on how they would talk to me and critique me on certain things. By this point, I feel like it's been so long that I hardly remember most of it. But I do remember just like the feeling of like, what now kind of thing.
Yeah. I empathize with you. Is that the right word? Empathize?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're fucking welcome, bitch. No, because like when I was on Drag Race, I felt like really the support, like, and I'm not trying to like kiss anybody's fucking ass or anything, but I've said this before, like, I really felt that support from them, and I felt the family dynamic. I felt so much. I was the wild card of my season, and I think that they thought I was going to be the fan favorite, and that's why they treated me so well and let me stay as long as I did. But afterward, it was the fan reaction, which I guess is well in its own, and things make sense, and people get pissed off for certain reasons, but I felt like I just wasn't good enough no matter what. And unfortunately, I guess with you, racism probably comes to play in different ways that I don't understand, and you haven't mentioned, but I'm just sure it does, because the world's fucked and entertainment is fucked, and being an entertainer and this industry is hard. My weight had a lot of issues with me, and I had a lot of issues with my weight, and it really seemed like the fan favorites, and not the fan favorites, but the people who were appreciated for their personalities, it was always the white skinny queens.
Yeah.
And I didn't fit that kind of archetype, so I wasn't.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where my experience was flipped, because while I had a not so fun experience on set and also just like watching it back, I had such a loving fan base that getting the acknowledgement and the recognition that like you are doing good, like keep on pushing, like you're amazing, like that was kind of what I needed to refresh and rebrand myself.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry that like you had, the opposite experience, but
What doesn't kill you makes you funnier. So
hello.
Oh, bitch.
And I'm not funny, so
you are. You're funny to talk to.
guess.
You're making me laugh.
I think that like when I plan my comedy, it does not come out the same.
Bitch, same.
I'm just someone
same.
like, you just have to talk to me. Just yeah.
I can't fucking I can make you laugh just by talking to you, but like I can't
You say stupid
tell you
shit
a fucking
and I
joke.
live.
Like, yeah, literally. But like, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I do a set right now, like a stand-up comedy
Exactly.
special for you.
Yeah.
Unless I was like on like an all-star season and they needed me to do a roast, and I'm sure I would do a really great job and look great doing it.
Speaking of roast, I feel like I did a great roast when I was on Call Me Mother. You probably didn't see it.
I watched that season, but the thing is there is so much drag on TV that it kind of all mashes together.
That is very true. That is very, very true. And I feel like that's kind of me with everything. That's why I kind of like just forget people's names very easily, because like everything just meshes into one.
You know what I've noticed is if you ask somebody, you always ask people to remind you of their names, because like it's better to do that no matter what. We work with a lot of people and we see a lot of people. There's one person who's named Shannon that works at Cruise and Tangos. Shannon, her name is Shannon, and I said, "What's her name?" She said, "Shannon." I said, "Shannon." It was like 4 months ago, 3 months ago, a month ago. I was at Cruise and Tangos last night. I said, "Hey, Shannon." She said, "Hey." I said, "Bitch, you got your name right." You just gotta look at them and go, Shannon. You just literally just ask, because it's people get it. Like if
for me, it's like I just need you to make a moment. I don't know, like you have. I'm sorry, some people are just unmemorable.
So you're Brad Pitt.
You know what? Yeah.
So who was unmemorable for you?
In Call Me Mother?
I don't know, and whatever we're talking about.
Well, if they were unmemorable, I wouldn't be able to call their names, because I
gave you that, and you took that. I was hoping you would fucking say that, bitch. I don't know, I can't remember. Good for you, bitch. That's so good.
I think there's like, I think I know everyone's in the cast name, just because like when you go through the season, like people's names come up so much at one point, you just like know everyone. But like I definitely can't remember everyone from Crew. Love them.
No.
Honestly, I do think the Crew was actually pretty nice. To me personally, they were really nice to me.
When you were filming Castmates, did you not know everyone's names?
No,
Same.
I didn't learn everyone's name until either, I think it was like just before airing.
Work.
Yeah, we had a group chat, which has like 3 different adaptions to it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Just because people keep getting kicked out.
Yeah, relationships, man. Relationships are like a weird bitch. Jesus.
Like this person hates that person.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just neutral.
Nice. That's good. That's a good way to be. It's just neutral.
Yeah.
I try to be more neutral. I'm not neutral, but I try to be. No, seriously. But,
Rapid fire.
I think it's time for rapid fire. Hey guys, welcome back to BOGA, Wellness with Boa. We're gonna do a quick game of this or that with Miss Makayla Couture.
Let's go.
Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Ooh, Coke.
Yes, a lot of queens say that. Sour or sweet?
Sour.
I like sour too.
Right?
What's your favorite sour candy?
My favorite sour candy is honestly, I love the peaches.
Yeah, those are great.
Those are so good.
I like the one on the Chromatica album. Tits or ass?
Tits. Ooh, ass. Yeah. I take that back.
McDonald's or Taco Bell?
They're kind of both not really great organizations right now. So I'm going to go with Taco Bell because I love Taco Bell.
Yeah, me too. Great. Me and Eve always talk about Taco Bell.
She just tweeted about it.
I just love Taco Bell. If, you know what though? Don't let them forget any of her sauces though.
Yeah.
Or she bitch to you about the
She was talking
sauces?
to me about it. How much she wants her sauces real bad. Yeah.
Fuck man.
That's me with Popeye's sweet heat sauce.
Like the sauces aren't right, Popeyes, it ruins the whole thing. I like the ranch and blackened ranch. If I get a mustard,
You know
You
what?
gotta do the ghost pepper wings, toss them in the sweet heat sauce.
She does that. Does she do that?
Had me on the toilet, but
I live there.
Yeah, Popeyes for me is like I need to like eat it at night
yeah.
so I can
I
go to
can't
my
have
bed
it
and-
before a gig.
Yeah, I go to my I need to be able to go to my bed and die after because like I like Popeyes, but I'll get the gravy. Like I won't do the dipping sauces. I will get a large fucking gravy and dunk my chicken in the
Period.
gravy. Oh my god.
I'm not a gravy fan. Like across
Literally
the board.
put a fucking IV in me and connect it to the Popeyes gravy. It's so fucking good, bitch. Edward or Jacob?
Jacob.
Same.
Yeah.
Pumps or boots?
Pumps.
Like I would say like pumps always, but boots the house down. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Pink or green?
pink.
Pink.
Sorry.
I want to say because like okay, so we were talking earlier about your favorite color and you said you don't have a favorite color because you love all the colors.
But pink is my, like, I think lately it's become my favorite. I did
okay.
have a time where, so when I was, okay, I love all colors, but blue was kind of like my top tier at one point, and then it was purple.
Yeah.
And right now it's pink.
Pink, nice.
Yeah, like I really want to paint my drag room pink so
Do
bad.
it. My bathroom's pink. It's cute.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like neon
I
pink.
haven't been in your bathroom.
No.
No.
You can. If you wanna. It's where I do my best work. Can you guess my favorite color or colors?
Are you wearing it?
Yeah. Pink and green, baby.
Is like combination together? Oh,
always,
that's hot.
Always pink and green.
You know what?
That's like my
Honest to
brand.
God,
Like,
I was almost gonna say black just because, okay, my mom's favorite color is black. And at one point, that was kind of like my favorite color too.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've also just seen you wear a lot of black, and like black is like the staple.
Yeah, it is a staple.
I don't know. People should really get into black.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, black is good. It goes with everything. But pink
not
and
rapid.
pink and green,
Or
baby.
fire.
Pink and fucking green. This conversation is fire, bitch. Pink and green, it just clashes so beautifully. Like
No, pink and green is stunning.
it's great.
It's kind of giving like neon. You know what I think of? I think of like an alien's guts, just like
yeah,
like that's so hot.
Yeah.
You should do like a fucking cone bra that just like squirts out some like fucking pink and like
Yeah,
green
yeah.
neon paint.
Pink and the green.
Oh, I
Bitch.
would live.
I think very like 80s workout instructor who's also a
Yes.
witch.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that.
Do you see that?
I do see that actually, and I don't think I'm gonna unsee it now.
You better not unsee it.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really that's fucking stunning.
I'm
That's a
gonna
great
this
aesthetic.
bitch is gonna post photos like next week in like pink and green.
Yeah.
Like, I hope. Very boa coded. Okay. Dip your toe in or jump in?
In what? I'm a dip my toe in kind of person.
Cool. I'm a jump in. Yeah, I'm very much a jump in kind of girl.
Yeah, you look like it.
Babies fucking bitch. Babies dressed as animals or animals dressed as babies? Oh, that's cute.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you. Sorry, I just tried to picture an animal. What? An animal dressed as a baby?
Yeah, so like
Yeah, no, that's kind of scary.
like a puppy dog in like a little onesie though is really cute.
That's kind of scary. I don't really like that.
I hate kids.
I think my answer is kind of clear.
I hate kids. Okay, so
I love children.
me too. I love children.
You did save a girl, a little girl one time. I was actually watching that TikTok yesterday.
I saved a little girl one time. They were gonna jump off a stage, and I caught them.
Yeah.
I literally, my ADHD brain. Do you have good reflexes?
No.
Oh, I do. ADHD. I don't know. I give it to my ADHD that I have really good reflexes. And if you look at the comments on that video, people go real crazy on there saying I caught that girl for certain reasons, and I'm a groomer, and this, that, and the other thing. When
We're always groomers.
literally, bitch. Let me tell you something. Like the way that stage was set and the way the speakers were, if that little girl had jumped and landed on those speakers, she would have been fucking fucked, man. Like,
Yeah, that poor baby.
well, no, I saved her.
Well,
Yeah, literally.
kinda.
I need a medal.
We didn't all choose life. Maybe she didn't want to at that moment. I mean,
Yeah, she was pissed with the shirt I gave her, apparently. Be embarrassed or be afraid?
that's actually such a hard question.
Wow, that's a hard question. Can't believe I came up with this question.
I would just being afraid.
Yeah,
They kind of go hand in hand. Like, I could get so embarrassed that I could end up being afraid. Like, of that moment ever happening again.
I'd rather be embarrassed. Cooking or being cooked for?
Being cooked for. I
For
don't
sure,
cook. My
being cooked
partner
for.
does.
Yeah, same. Cook's great. Sweating or shivering?
Shivering. I hate sweating. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, I'll do
I
shivering.
like sweating. I like sweating.
That's disgusting.
Do you share food or will you stab them with a fork?
Share food or slap them with a fork?
Stab them with a fork.
Stab them with. I'll share food. I
You
don't
share
think I'll.
food? Me
Yeah.
too, I share
don't
food
think I'll
too.
stab someone.
Tattoos or piercings?
Both.
Both.
I have both.
You have both? You have a tattoo?
Yeah. I have a tattoo here.
Oh, nice.
And then I have a like a disco ball right here.
Ooh.
I got it after. Well, I got them both on the same day, but this one's for the Renaissance tour, and this is just like a symbol I've always wanted. On
Cute.
Yeah,
That's
I was like
fun.
7, like, oh, I'm gonna get a tattoo.
Nice. Wow, you were 7 when you went to see the Renaissance tour? That's crazy. I was only 6. Buy it right away or wait for it to go on sale?
Buy it right away.
I'm a wait girl, only because I'm broke as fuck. Not just joking, but
I get very. I don't really buy stuff to begin with, but I get really. Once I start shopping, I'll just keep going. I won't stop.
yeah, I get
Yeah.
in moods.
Yeah,
Like
It just
on
helps.
websites.
and I always do it at like nighttime. It's so bad.
Yeah, nighttime's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens like around every 24 hours. Animals or people?
Animals.
Yeah, same animals. Some of the
Yeah.
people I know are animals, so dogs are cats.
Dogs.
Dogs for sure, dogs. Talking or listening?
Listening.
Really? Because you seem to not shut the fuck up. So
Well, I love to get high. So like when I'm high, I don't like to talk. I like to just like observe.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like to listen too.
I'm such an observer.
Nice. Well, great. Well, that was our episode. Thank you so much, the iconic dancing diva Makayla Couture. Where can our followers find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Makayla.couture. That's Makayla.couture.
TikTok?
It's basically the same thing. You
Okay,
can find
great.
me everywhere with
Great.
the same handle.
And I'm sure you're going to be tagged and everything.
Yeah.
And so they could just click on that cool little link. And I think that's it. Thank you so much. I'm tired.
It's okay.
Literally 9 a.m.
Somewhere.
somewhere in my mind. Thank you so much to our listeners. Thank you to our amazing sponsors. Thank you to our amazing team. Thank you, Makayla. You've been an angel. And until next time, this is BOGA, Wellness with Boa. And remember, guys, it is okay to not be okay.